Right, hello you lovely people. How are we today? Today we're going to sort out this 3DS XL. Now it definitely needs one of those. And it needs one of those. When we turn it on, it does power up and both of the screens work and it reads a cartridge. But it's in quite a bad state of repair. Turn that down. I say it reads a cartridge. It does, yeah. Probably wants a bit of a clean out. But the camera is Pete Tong as well, I believe. So that's also going to need looking at, and it's going to do that, yeah. So let's get it apart and have a little look and see what we can do to revive this. Oops. I don't want to lose that battery because I'm going to want to test it shortly. But before I do that, I mean the what's it called? Something or other. The top screen, yeah, that's the one. The top screen could be okay, and the ribbon for the rest of it might be knackered. But we're not going to know until I get in, really. But if I can salvage the top screen, I would like to, because they're getting more and more expensive now that they're end of life. And because, well, everything's getting more expensive at the moment. So let's hope that the camera's just unplugged a little bit, perhaps. So now, normally I'd have plenty of places set up to put these screws, but I've got so many jobs on the go that the blue mat is covered in screws here, there, everywhere. So unfortunately these are going to be not in their usual spots. That's knackered though, that can just sod off in the bin. Oh, and there's one more up at the top. So, right. Memory card. This came in a bundle. There was this 3DS and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DS lights, and it was a touch under 50 quid or touch over 50 quid, I think. Can't remember now, but it wasn't a terrible deal, provided I can get this to work. Now, I'm going to pop that out, pop this out, because that's the camera. And I'm going to find another camera cable. I believe this is an official used one. I'm going to pop that in to place, and then we will see if that resolves the issue. It doesn't matter if it hangs down here. Don't really need to see what it sees, just need to see that it functions. But we'll get a bit. Right, this should be fun. Power on. Open camera and then just hold that up. Yep, we can see the outside camera moving about. You can see that, but yep, and okay, blah 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 blah, and switch it to inner camera. Excellent. So that's going to be replaced. Whilst we're in there. So mid-frame and a camera to be replaced. Needs to come up over here, and then we just need to lift the touchscreen ribbon because that goes around this green wire, and then I'll poke the screen out in one go with the motherboard PCB. yes, it is stuck on with a fun bit of tape, but there we go, that's that done. Unclip that, and the board is out the way, safe and sound. I'll keep that. Now normally we would have had to have taken off of the top of the screen to get to these cables and take it out, but obviously because that side's missing, that's made things a little bit easier in dismantling it. But I still need to take the screen apart so I can put it back together. So let's stick that to one side for a second and we'll deal with this. Get a fresh one. Now we're missing a little part from there, that's annoying. But I have got lots of other systems that are in bits in the spare part box. So never fear. Right, that one's in there. Now, this one's next. Pop these buttons out. And when you put them in, you have to slide that part under so that they actually fit. Is it that way? Or is it... No, it's that way. Yep. They've got like a little lip on there. So they go in top and then bottom. Excellent. Right. Have this out. How good is it? Not too bad yet. So I'll put that one back in. Then we want the volume, no, just a Wi-Fi slider. That one can go in. D-pads, really easy. These buttons, now I have just realised that I've put most of these in, and what I should have done was sorted out the top section Oh well, I just made life a little bit more difficult for myself. It seems that was in the case. Okay, you can go in there. I need to poke these two out. And then nip this up. There we go. And that should be everything off of that what I need. There you go. Right, so put that to one side now for the moment. Bring the screen back. Oh shit. So let's try and slide this off. Yeah, there we go. That's that off. Push the nubbin back in place. And then, oh, the camera's in the middle, isn't it? Ah, right. Don't forget to undo this. Yeah, the camera's in the middle, bastard. There you go. And then I want to have this off of here, unhook those, because what I'm going to try and do is see if I can remove this. And right, I need some scissors. Not that one. So this one. Out it comes. Aha! Now, I snipped it there. You can't flipping see. I'll just zoom in. Right, so I snipped it there, which is fine, but you can see where it was ripped. So that was why the camera wasn't playing cricket. I'd just like to check and make sure none of these are. I'm going to have to take them out, aren't I? I really didn't want to take them all out because they're a nuisance to get back in. See if I can just get this one out. Leave the camera ribbon in there. crinkled, but it's not split. No idea how that is not split, but it's not split. So that's a modern miracle. Camera settled in place. Let's have this wee beastie sitting where he needs to go. And this needs to come and get these popped in whilst it's sat in place. Right, again that can come back off again for a second because this needs to go in. It is one of those days where I'm not even sure if this is the right thing for it, or if no, it was just that green cable was in the way, I think. Do you know what? I'm not sure if this is... Oh, hang on a minute. try that again, shall we? No, still not. It may just not be the right one. It might be knackered. We'll have to go and have a look for a proper one. Right, I'm just going to try it in another. Oh, it does fit. So it's not the thing, it is this. Or my implementation of putting it in this. There we go. So it just needed a little bit of force, really. Okay, you're in there, you're in there. This needs to go through here. Need to very carefully put the cables in. And then the one other thing it was missing, because obviously this was missing the little barrel jack that came out of the spares box before I started the video. But it's missing, it was missing the hinge barrel jack thing. It's also missing the piece it plugs into. But I have a bag of those somewhere, which I didn't get ready. Well, I have a bag of bags of those. So we're going to pop this out of there, and we have the little plastic jobby what's it, and that plastic jobby what's it. Right, 2 seconds. Right, let's get that in there. Is that in the right way? I'm pretty sure it is. That goes on there. And then somehow this slides back in, so I'm hoping it slides in. No, it doesn't. No, not overly keen on that. Right, give me 2 minutes. I need to take a phone call. Let's carry on. So we need to make sure they're in there. need to do is try and poke this barrel jack back out. I hate doing these. See, RB King, this is what I'm going to have to do to your bloody machine. And I'm really not looking forward to it. But I did say I'd sort it, so at some point I'll get you an email across. And then we'll have yours on the blue mat. Right. So yeah, that should be in the upside down position. So really, technically, that should have gone in when I done that the first time, but it's not playing cricket at all. Right, well, out it comes again. And instead, I'll have it this way up. And try and poke it from there. That's better. Yep, you can hear it click now, and it sits there, and it sits there. Okay, good. Right, let's get these back in. Then I can get this in and the lid back on, or the top, the lid. Helps if I put that on properly, or the shit's gonna fall out, because of course it is. And then I'll go and put the buttons back in that have all fallen out. Right, okay. We're getting there. This can come back up now. Get our friendly green cable sat down there. I really am hoping that the top screen has survived this. But whilst this is out, I'm going to put that back in there. I will not be putting that under the ribbon cable, or sorry, under the antenna cable. It's a stupid idea, Nintendo. I don't know why you've done that. So that's the screening. Adjust the bottom screen so it sits in place. Make sure that's there. Flip this into here. So that should all be nicely in place. Fresh new camera module. And by new I mean freshly new to this machine. It was from something else. Should just be a fingers crossed case of putting all these screws in and it working. He says being frightfully optimistic. I'm not going to be super optimistic. I'm just going to put 4 screws in the back. Just because this video is taking long enough as it is. And you're probably already bored by now and just want to see if it works. So these are just in to hold that in place. And time for the moment of truth / disappointment. It powers up. Let's turn the 3D back off. Yep, and start the camera. Yep, of course you can't access the save SD card because it's not plugged in. There's my hand and some tweezers, and let's see what the back of the camera looks like. Yep, there we go. Excellent. Home menu works. Close. Yep. Brilliant. So there we have it. One 3DS XL sorted out. The corner hinge had broken off and was missing some bits, and the camera needed replacing. But I'm going to put the other screws in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. See you later.